Dude, I I forgot. Like, it's amazing. Everybody says addiction is a selfish disease, and they are not kidding. It is. And in some ways, you don't even realize how selfish it makes you, because it's I would get so mad at the guys always having to be in the bathroom every time finally had to go. I couldn't get in there. Now it's like, oh, I understand. I completely forgot this is how it is. Same way that you think of money, like, well, that person has money in the bank, they don't need it. That person has things that are worth something, they don't need it. You stop thinking about how she got your tail, not me. You stop thinking about how other people are suffering too, and just, it's like you go back to animal instinct. It is. It is. And it's kind of crazy. I did think of a perfect way to explain tapering today, though, and I'm proud of myself. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. The way to explain tapering is this. When you started using a little bit at a time, right? It was fun. It was great. And that little bit lasted a long, long time because it was fresh and new and your body didn't rely on it. Then, as you got further in, you needed more and needed more. And you started to feel a little bit less you in between. Until one day you woke up and you couldn't function without it, right? Tapering is doing this in reverse. It's doing this completely backwards. It's you hitting rewind on the addiction and going, okay, I need this much to survive. What happened when I needed this much to survive? Well, yeah, this sucks. It's not fun. But if I go for a couple days, I'll be okay. Wait it out, 4 or 5 days tops, boom, you start to feel normal again. Let yourself relax, do it again. You are taking the same time to get out that you took to get in. That's why there is no set stop use time. Was there a set time when you started that, okay, you're using and now it's going to be 10 days until you're an addict? No. Some people might not be physically dependent as quickly as others. Some might be physically dependent quicker. Why? Because that physical dependence is partially mental. It is. And I'm seeing that firsthand. I do not attend meetings. In fact, this is my support here. I'm happier that way. I am, and I am almost completely off. I am at 20 hours right now. I am working on the stretching longer in between. At this point, I'm starting to realize I'm not addicted so much as dependent. Now I've got to break that dependence. I've got to convince my brain that not everything is fixed by going to the corner. I don't know why I didn't think to explain it this way sooner. Good morning, Broken. Hey, hey, hey. Like, literally, I don't know why I didn't think of it. It is exactly like how I got started. And it's funny because I had been in about... I started using the end of July, beginning of August. I got in the accident in October. That's like 3 months later. Happy birthday. I would have done my first round of detox and all that probably at about 6 months. About that. Because the accident was in October, and then I had to figure out how to survive and didn't have the money for it come November. By December, it was getting to where I couldn't even limp through anymore. And so by the end of December, beginning of January, rubbing a watering eye is not itching. Also, I just had a cat. There's other factors. Number 2, you do understand that people react to the light that they're given, which means if my eyes were pinpoint when I do this, they wouldn't grow, right? That wouldn't grow, right? That's the whole meaning of pinpoint, is there's a lack of reaction. This might removal of light, which, oh wait, could be the eventually get smaller, because it looks like it did. Let me step back in the light and watch what happens. Oh, it's almost like I just gave you a science and biology lesson all in one. And crackling voice, you do know there's other things that apply to that, right? Did I ever say I wasn't using? No. It's amazing how easy it is to just prove idiocy.